Welcome to my channel. I will bring you the most interesting and captivating news updates. Unexpectedly, at the beginning of 2024, Songyun played a king bomb in this way. There are two interesting dramas recently. One is Walking to the Wind starring Wong Kai and Songyun, and the other is Going to the Windy Play starring Lee Xian and fairy sister Liu Yifrey. Not only are their names similar, but even the ratings are hard to tell. However, generally speaking, the former is better. The plot of Walking to the Wind is quite positive, and the two male and female protagonists Wong Kai and Songyun have a strong sense of CP and appeal. With various blessings, after the drama was first broadcast on CCTV's prime time, the ratings broke through too. As a star drama, Walking to the Wind also achieved great results on the site. The two major platforms are thriving, with rising popularity in multiple categories topping the charts, exceeding 100 million views in a single day. Though the show has ended, its popularity remains strong. The next drama, Kwang Bao, also started off with top ratings. Walking to the Wind may have concluded, but it left a lasting impression, especially with Songyun's portrayal of Ching Xiao. As the top 90s actress in CVB, her steady career continues to surprise audiences. Her powerful yet graceful performance in this role has played a major part in the show's success. The greater the ability, the heavier the burden. Just think about it and you will know that it must not be easy for her to be like this today. 1. Parents are the only audience for their children in the first half of their lives. Songyun, who has a baby face and is almost 30 years old, is a typical post-90s generation. She was born in Sichuan and has been interested in literature and art since she was young, especially in dance performance. At the age of 11, Songyun began to learn classical and folk dance professionally. At the age of 15, Songyun first came into contact with performance and was praised by professional predecessors as having great acting talent. Since then, she has dreamed of becoming an actor. Songyun set the acting department of Beijing Film Academy as her goal to strive to achieve. The relatives around her didn't think that this girl could succeed in this path. One reason was that Songyun's appearance was at most cute, not the type that would be stunning at first sight. Second, the entertainment industry was too complicated. For a girl like her who had no connections and background, the possibility of her making a name for herself was simply too small. Fortunately, her closest parents supported their daughter. Although the family is not very wealthy, they comforted their daughter not to think too much. As long as it is what you want, we will give it to you even if we have to sell everything we have. Just study hard and work hard to get closer to your dream. After hearing the news, Songyun felt relieved. However, due to not meeting academic standards, she had to repeat a year in high school, increasing the financial burden on her already struggling family. Despite this, her parents continued to support her without letting her know how hard they worked. Songyun mentioned, "I don't know how my parents managed to pay for my art education, maybe by borrowing money, but they never told me." Like many parents, they endured hardships to ensure their daughter could pursue her dreams, raising Songyun to be sensible and understanding. Songyun is very filial. She knows her parents' efforts for her. In order not to disappoint her parents, she has been studying hard. God will not treat hard-working people unfairly. In 2007, Songyun was successfully admitted to the Beijing Film Academy where she had always wanted to go. The next year, Songyun starred in her first movie in her life, and officially started her acting career. Everything is not easy at the beginning. Songyun is not very outstanding in appearance. When she first debuted, she always couldn't come across a good script. Songyun suffered a lot when she went to Beijing at a young age. Her parents saw it and they were really distressed. In order not to let their daughter worry about them, they always said good things and not bad things. The support of her parents gave Songyun the energy to move forward. After 3 years of debut, she finally got a small role that made a little impression on the audience through her hard work, that is, Chun'er in The Legend of Zhen Huan. This is the initial impression of many viewers on Songyun, a mature and cute, plus her baby face. It feels like she is acting in her true colors. However, it is this fake look that makes it impossible for the audience to see her acting skills. Not long after, Songyun was outshined by other more attractive supporting roles, and Chun'er passed her by in a flash in her acting career. 2. Advantages and disadvantages of anti-aging baby face. Due to the image limitation of the baby face, Songyun remained silent for another 5 years. In 2015, Tan Songyun played the quirky and lovable Fan Zioyin in The Whirlwind Girl, and the audience began to see her charm. After really knowing this girl, the audience was particularly surprised by Tan Songyun. It's okay for a 25-year-old to play a schoolgirl, mainly because Tan Songyun's face is full of collagen, and she doesn't look like a person who is almost 30. From then on, Tan Songyun's baby face became one of her great strengths. If The Whirlwind Girl was the beginning of the audience's discovery of Tan Songyun's advantages, then The Best of Us was the drama in which Tan Songyun maximized her own advantages. Because of her outstanding performance in The Whirlwind Girl, The Best of Us asked Tan Songyun to audition. The whole crew had a great vision. After the producer saw Tan Songyun, he was quite impressed by the casting director's vision and decided to let her play Zheng. The reason is quite simple. Tan Songyun has it all, whether it is the innocent and ignorant look of the character or the appearance of a young girl. Even though Tan Songyun is 7 years older than the male lead Liu Horan, the audience does not feel awkward when they wear school uniforms. They are just like people who jumped out of the book, and they can be called the chosen actors. To this day, Zheng and Yui are still the top CPs in campus dramas. With such deep popularity, Tan Songyun also won the IKI 2017 Most Promising Actor Award with the role of Zheng. This award should be hers. After all, Tan Songyun is really promising. Since then, Tan Songyun's resources have been completely opened. Faced with so many scripts that people can't read them all, the clever Tan Songyun challenged the current popular role of a strong woman in Summer of Fox in the same year. Although Tan Songyun fell into a bottleneck period while acting, she succeeded in a comeback 2 years later with a drama that she had kept in the bottom of the box, Under the Power. Originally, the drama was quite bad in terms of plot and production, but who would have thought that the audience would like it more and more? Tan Songyun and Renjilin, the male and female protagonists, are not only good-looking, but also have a strong sense of CP when standing together. Gradually, the male and female protagonists' sweetness became the most attractive part of the drama. Of course, if you want the audience to feel so sweet and want to watch more and more, the premise is that their acting skills are strong. Especially in the scene where the heroine was held hostage, Tan Songyun did not have any emotional rendering, but she shed a tear in despair, and her strength was once again recognized by the audience. Some people say that Tan Songyun is lucky to be able to work with so many male gods. Because she made another very popular drama In the Name of Family the following year, she replaced Xiangzi's position and had the opportunity to act. But who told Xiangzi not to cherish and to commit suicide? Besides, luck is also a kind of strength. In this drama, Tan Songyun worked with two male gods, Song Weilong, who is 8 years younger than her, and Zhang Xinchen, who is 4 years younger than her, and the Li Jianjian she played was their sister. The two who could have been brothers became crazy about spoiling their sisters, making the female audience want to be the heroine more with every episode. After all, who doesn't want to have two handsome and doting brothers? However, it is not that simple to make the audience feel strongly involved, and it is not just a matter of character setting. 3. The secret of the ratings champion equals strength plus personality. Even if Xiangzi didn't get into trouble, let her play the role, or find other actresses, maybe they can't be as popular as Tan Songyun. In the final analysis, it is the two words of strength that laid the foundation. The most classic clip is when Li Jianjian happily announced her menarche in front of the men in the family. Just hearing this text is very embarrassing. If it were an actress with terrible acting skills, the audience would be able to dig out a Barbie dream house with their toes in a minute. However, Tan Songyun is different. The first impression she gives to the audience is very natural and funny. If you think Li Jianjian is a pure happy fruit role, just responsible and brainless, then you are wrong. This role looks simple, but it is actually difficult to play. Because of the appearance of Li Jianjian, not only is she healing the two brothers, but many plots are also made sense because of her beauty. What's rare is that this is the first play she took after Tan Songyun's mother died unexpectedly. The dearest mother is gone forever. It can be seen from the fact that Tan Songyun has not updated her Weibo for a long time at that time. She must have collapsed for a long time. However, Tan Songyun in this drama does not look haggard or depressed at all. In the scene where Li Jianjian wished on a shooting star, she expressed her true feelings without forcing happiness. In other scenes, her energy and bright eyes stood out, showing her strong willpower. Tan Songyun's hard work paid off, winning awards and gaining fans from this and previous hit dramas. While some argue her popularity lags behind peers like Yang Zi and Reba, This balance suits her. She handles the attention well, avoids scandals, and focuses on her career, making her well-liked. Preparedness brings opportunities, and Tan Songyun is sure to attract more success. Tan Songyun's Walking to the Win app just ended is a good example. Whether it is popularity or ratings, it should be no problem for CCTV to rank in the top 10 in 2023. She is smart and has been trying to play different types of female roles in the workplace, such as from designer to director, and now to the flight captain. It is too obvious whether Tan Songyun has made progress. Everyone likes hard-working people. If it were any other young actress, she would be able to brag about this achievement for half a year. But Tan Songyun just works hard to make movies and express her opinions through her works. She never does those nonsense things. Such a public figure is the idol full of positive energy that everyone should pursue.